So today there was a drop for Destined Rivals on Flipside Gaming, and I wanted to share my experience because was actually aware of this drop, and I wanted to talk about how fast just everything sold out. It was pretty crazy. If you guys were aware of the drop, you guys probably know how that went. So, I'm not one of those people that usually catches drops for these new releases. Usually, by the time I know about them, they're already out of stock. But I was checking my email and I found that Flipside Gaming was having this drop at, they said, I think 3 p.m. Eastern time. So I'm like, okay. By the time I saw the email, it was like 2:50, so I caught it literally exactly on time. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try this. I don't know what they're gonna charge for Destined Rivals, but I already knew kind of what the market price were for the product. So I'm like, I'm gonna just try it. I was not actually at home at the time, but I did have my phone, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna see how much the prices are. I was like already putting my mind, like, okay, as soon as it hits, the 3 p.m. Eastern time, I'm going to, go on the website and see the prices, and I already have in mind what I'm willing to pay. So as soon as I see the price, I'm gonna add to my cart, all those sorts of things. And to be honest, I didn't really know what to expect because Flipside Gaming, they do, charge over MSRP for products. They've done it in the past, so I'm like, okay, they're probably not going to do MSRP or lower. They might just charge a little bit under market at the time. Booster boxes, market price, and I'll show you guys and compare it. I think it was like 275, something like that. ETBs are still like 160, so I'm like, okay, maybe they'll price booster boxes in the low 200s, which is what I want to pay. I'm fine paying that, so I'm like, okay, I'll do that. And ETBs, I'm willing to pay around 70 to 80, like that's the most I'm willing to pay for anything. So I'm like, okay, those are the main products I want. I don't really care about all the other stuff. So that's what I had in my mind. So come time to 3 p.m. or whatever, I click on the website or go through the link or whatever, and when I tell you, I click literally as it hits 3 p.m. I go into the website, right, and I see it because it's finally available. It's still in stock, so I can actually click the quantity, right, to add them to my cart, and I look at these prices, and I was shocked. I saw booster bundles. Well, not really booster bundles. I didn't see this first, but these are $40, which if you see what they're going for on TCG Player, it's a huge difference. But here are the main things I saw. I'm like, wow, this is a really good deal. So the first thing that I was looking for are booster boxes, obviously, right? 185. I was like, okay, I'm gonna spend. In my mind, I was just literally gonna buy as much as I could. So, I was gonna order tons of these, but that didn't really happen. I'll explain what happened. And I really didn't look at these other products, but I'll just show you, I guess, what they were charging for these other things. Normal ETBs, $70. In my opinion, that's pretty reasonable. Build and Battles, $27 for a case. 116. I don't know if that's any different than just the individual box price. Build and Battle displays, 270. Booster bundle case for about 1,000, and for sleeve booster, 950. And some other products, they have a case for like 700, and some other stuff that's whatever. But this is what I mainly want to talk about. So the booster box. When I saw this price, like I said, I was gonna buy, I don't know, maybe like obviously in the thousands, but I was gonna buy a ton, but I couldn't because literally as soon as I got onto the website and I was gonna put a mass amount in my cart, right? It was already out of stock. And I'm telling you, I clicked on that link literally as it hit, the 3 p.m. Eastern time. And it was out of stock literally within seconds. And I'm talking about seconds. I don't think by the time I even like it was out of stock, because once I tried to add it to my cart, it said it was out of stock. I don't think it was even 301. Like, it was that quick. And I don't know how long the other product lasted for, but after I saw that, I'm like, okay, I probably didn't get anything else. So I kind of just looked at this. I'm like, I just kind of gave up. I didn't check, so it's possible maybe these other ones lasted a little bit longer. But I'm pretty sure, based on how long it took to sell out, which was literally seconds. Like, I'm talking about seconds here. It was probably botted. People probably botted this website. They don't have any system here that really prevents that. If you go here, I'm pretty sure there was no limits, because I was able to put a mass amount of quantity, or at least I wasn't even able to add it to my cart really, but I was able to click on the quantity and click it to a high amount. But I don't think there's a quantity on here where they were limiting it. So they literally sold out within seconds. Like, I'm talking about seconds here. And if you were there for the drop, you guys understand what I'm saying. Basically, I don't think any human probably was able to order anything. That's all I'm going to say. So for 100%, this website 100% got bought, and I can attest to that. Now, if you look at the prices of the current products right now, you can see why it sold out so quickly. So booster boxes right now, market price $275, $186. That's only, $25 above MSRP. Now, that's really good. Like, to get any Destined Rivals booster box, I think under 200 is like a dream almost, because I feel like most people, if you even get lucky, are going to probably charge low 200s. But to get this box only $25 above MSRP is pretty crazy. So yeah, they just got sold out immediately, probably just bots or whatever, because I mean, it literally sold out instantaneously. ETBs are still 160, which I think is ridiculous, but 70 bucks. I've talked about it before. I think these will drop when, the set gets released. I feel like they're really going to drop to around the 80s, maybe even lower. But I think looking at Journey Together, I think around the 80s is probably, in my opinion, where it's going to probably sit at. But yeah, getting this at 70, I think would be a pretty, secure price, and it really wouldn't be risky. Even though it's like $20 more than MSRP, I think that's still not bad. For the other products, sleeve boosters, I don't know what the math is on that. For booster bundles though, they're 40 bucks, and if you go and see here, the booster bundles, where are they at? Booster bundles, yeah, 80 bucks, but obviously there's like very few sales. And just for every other product, like, they were all extremely under market, and they just all got bought out instantaneously. So this kind of just goes to show you guys that, okay, all these products are, selling here, they're all above MSRP, okay? Booster bundles, MSRP, I think is like 27, booster boxes is 161, ETBs is 50, bundle battles, I believe, are like 20 bucks. These, I'm not exactly sure what the math would be, but it's definitely over MSRP. These are over MSRP. I think these would probably be around $5-6 each. These would probably be around 13, 14. So they're all above MSRP, okay? And it's sold out within seconds, okay? Like, literally seconds. So my point I'm trying to make here is that for people arguing, and I've talked about it before, that they're only going to buy at MSRP or whatever, I mean, the argument is so just bad, because if any store sells at MSRP, they would have to make it in a really big process, right, to make it so that bots can't buy them. Because looking at Flipside Gaming right here and seeing this drop where they were above MSRP, but they are under market by a lot, and it literally sold out within like 20 seconds. Any website really that has them for that price, that's somewhat known, right, not some like, random website, it's going to get bought out by bots. And so any store selling at MSRP, I mean, that store is just going to get bought, right, if it's somewhat known. So, I understand people are upset about these prices, but the thing is that it just enables, I guess these bots or just evil people like me or whatever, to go and buy out the entire stock. And that's sort of the problem with trying to be nice. These stores charging MSRP is that they will sell it instantaneously, and even if they do sell above MSRP, but it's under market, especially by this amount, they will get sold out instantaneously. So far for me, I still don't have any Destined Rivals pre-orders. I'm still waiting. I have, my few stores that I usually buy from, and I've pre-ordered Surging Sparks, Journey Together. I'm waiting for that specific store to have their pre-orders available. They've been very reliable. That's the main store I want to order from. So if they are in the low 200s or even under that, we'll probably just place mostly all my pre-orders there. Really, for the last set Journey Together, I only had one pre-order put in, and that was from that one store. So for this time, I feel like it's probably going to be the same. I hope they do have pre-orders available. I hope that for this set they maybe, it's very possible some of these stores are maybe not doing anymore, but I hope they will have pre-orders available, and I will be able to hopefully get something in, because if I can't buy from that one source, I don't know where I'm going to buy from. I think if that is the case, where maybe they don't have it available or whatever, I don't know. I think my best, chance would be to just buy it release, and hopefully, prices aren't too crazy. But yeah, these are how drops are going. Even above MSRP, they're selling out within seconds. So just wanted to talk about this because I experienced it and how crazy it was. Let me know down in the comments below if you were aware of this drop on Flipside Gaming and you saw how fast things sold out, because it was pretty insane. Like, I seriously thought I would at least get a chance to add it to my cart or something like that, but I couldn't. So pretty crazy stuff. Just wanted to talk about this. Yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.